Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into the Stanley Cup Finals with our San Jose Sharks. The last chance that we have to win the Stanley Cup. If not, GM Superbman is fired. The owners want to change. So we're up here against the Carolina Hurricanes. It was a great series in round number 3 against the Vancouver Canucks. We were trailing 3-1 in the series, but a few line changes, moving DeCall up to the first line with Reed Boucher, moving Couturier down to the third line, and seeing the emergence of McFarland and Walton on that second line. That might just be the perfect spot for them. The young guns on the second line. But when I made that change, look at this. 4 goals for, 4 goals for, and 2 goals for. And also, the MVP, he's always been our MVP, Ernest Chiarelli. We needed him in those last 3 games, and he showed up big time for us. So we've made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. We've gone 3 rounds in these playoffs, so I think it's about time that we name that captain. Alright, so we figured out who's going to be the guy to lead us into these, where is it, jersey numbers, into these Stanley Cup Finals. A lot of people after the first round were saying DeCall because he had an amazing series, but he did kind of go quiet there in rounds number 2 and 3. Alright, but Anthony McFarland, our first overall pick, this guy showed up big time for us, not only in rounds number 2, but round number 3. He had a lot of early goals, he set the pace of the game, alright, and he seemed to get goals in consecutive games. He'd score goals in Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7. So we're going to give the captaincy to our first overall pick, Anthony McFarland. He can take this team into the future. Alright, so we'll have the alternates as DeCall, Shattenkirk, and DeCall and Shattenkirk. So let me just get McFarland here. Did I pass him? Yes, I did. McFarland. Gallagher would be there just because he's a long-serving member, but Shattenkirk on the point. We need a point guy. I was thinking about Merrill, but you know what? Shattenkirk is the veteran. So we got McFarland as our captain, alternates for DeCall and Shattenkirk. So, is this year, are we going to be able to see Anthony McFarland hoisting the Stanley Cup for the San Jose Sharks? I hope to God. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. The Carolina Hurricanes, round number 4. Now, we're 10 years in. I don't know what Carolina would have by now. I mean, I know they're a good team, in the first few years of simulation. Cam Ward, the Stahl brothers, Jeff Skinner, right? So, I don't know who they would have in this 10 years in. They must have somebody, though. So, view lines. Let's take a look at what the Carolina Hurricanes are all about here. So, Carolina. First line, Nemes, I don't know how to pronounce that. Nemes, Regier, and Walmark. Okay, so that Regier guy, remember, he was either drafted before McFarland or the year after McFarland. I can't remember, but it was the same kind of thing. We compared him. He's a very good player, that Regier guy. 88 overall, first-line center sniper. All right, so he's like another McFarland, basically, that we're going up against. So I know he's only 88 overall, but I'm sure his shot is just through the roof. So we got to watch out for that first line. But the first line right wing, Walmark, 80 overall playmaker. That's not the greatest. But still, with that one guy up front, I'd imagine they can do some damage. Second line, Kuhnackel. Oh my god, these damn names. 80 overall sniper. Eric Stahl in the middle, who's 85. And McGinn, who's 81. That's really not the greatest second line. Eric Stahl looks pretty good there, but that's about it. Third line, Bulmer, Toulouse, and Jordan Stahl. That's a pretty good third line with Toulouse and Jordan Stahl in there. Bulmer, I don't know too much about. And then the fourth line, Casey Zizekas, Wingles, and Lindholm. That's actually I don't know why they have 80s and 81s on their top 6 when they have all these guys down here, but it's actually a pretty good fourth line. If you look at all their lines, the fourth line is the most complete line on there, right? So their fourth line, they have some depth. They don't have a single, Regier is a superstar. I'll give it to him. Yeah, he's a superstar. But other than that, man, they're not too deep defensively. Maybe they have some defense here. Not really. Jason Demers, 83, defensive defenseman. Thomas, I think that's somebody who gets drafted in the first round of year 1. So, two-way defenseman, 88 overall. He might be a top 2 defenseman. That's not bad. It's maybe a defensive first line, first pairing. Second line, Schmidt and Weddle. Oh my god, these damn names. 82 overall apiece for offensive defenseman. Not the greatest for top 4. And then the bottom 6, Sekera and Murphy. 82, not bad for Sekera. Murphy's a little bit low. So I really don't see anything fantastic here other than it might be Ben Thomas. I don't know. Thomas and Regier, 288 overall players. And they have one on the point, one up front. So maybe that's enough. And goaltender, all right, man. I don't know how they got to the Stanley Cup Finals with this team. It's not Corey Schneider, it's N. Schneider. And they have Ebbett as their backup, 78 overall. Man, I don't know how they got here. Now, they may have some injuries to deal with. We can check that out after. But if you quickly just take a look at the San Jose Sharks, we should have these guys covered, man. We have a stacked team this year. All right, and I know we went to 7 games against the Vancouver Canucks. There's no way, like on paper anyways, there's no way we should have to go to 7 games against Carolina. But we've seen in the past how the simulation engine works, so it's not a gimme. All right, we have to play. We have to win those first 2 games for sure. So let me just go to GM options, and let's just take a look at the injury report. I'd imagine Carolina has some injuries. They must have a few. Carolina, not a single injury? Holy crap. So the Carolina Hurricanes didn't have a single injury. That's weird. Yeah, okay, so it's working, because Vancouver, it's still showing Vancouver. Carolina, let me just, yeah, so they have a very weak team, so they have no help coming back, all right? So the good news is, I don't want to jinx us, but we've gone 3 rounds without receiving a single injury, so I already feel like I've lucked out, but I don't feel like any injury to any player on this team can put us in a disadvantage. Even if we lose Ernest Chiarelli, Kari Lettinen's still 83 compared to their 82, right? So we should have this, boys, all right? I'm 10 years in. I don't want to lose my job. I love the San Jose Sharks. I want to build a dynasty here. I know it's been a little bit slow, but, man, do we have a young team, a deep team, and a team that can just keep on doing this for the next 10 years. So, come on, man. Round number 4, game number 1, home ice, Stanley Cup Finals. No more excuses. We have our captain, McFarland. Let's see who's going to be the hero now. All right, so here we go. First period. Yeah, baby. Mangiapane. Now, remember, Mangiapane is on that first line with DeCall and Boucher now. We've split them up. I did not go back to change lines. All right, so we'll see if this works out. Now, if we lose a few games, I will go back to the lines that we had all during the regular season and through rounds 1 and 2. But let's just see how it works, all right? So we're up by 1. Second period. Yeah, oh, baby. That's what I like to see. Our power play's coming through. Dougie Hamilton from the point. Mantha, good job over there on power play as well. And Mangiapane, his second goal of the game. So, boys, we have the third period, man. Come on now, Ernest Chiarelli. You're not going to allow 4 goals in the third, are you? Penalty kill. Ooh, they got 1. First liner. Well, whatever. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Sean Couturier on the third line. They pulled their goalie. All right, so we've already chased our starting goalie out in game number 1. Beautiful, boys. Beautiful. All right, that's what I needed. I didn't want to get off to a crap start, you know. Just get off to that convincing start where we are the better team. We've proved we're the better team. We should play like this every single game. Mangiapane from Reed Boucher and DeCall. Hamilton from Walton and McFarland. There you go, McFarland. Mantha from Walton and Shattenkirk. Mangiapane from DeCall. Couturier from DeCall and Mangiapane. So, DeCall, maybe he's angry he didn't get the captaincy. He shows up with 3 points. Mangiapane as well. But Mangiapane is first year to this team. We can't give him captaincy. All right, so simulate to game number 2. So here we go, man. I'd love it if we can just win this game. Win the first 2 games at home and not have to worry about a damn thing. All right, we can beat these guys. All right, we're on a 4-game winning streak now going back to the last round. We're on fire. We have the momentum. Let's go, boys. First period. Yeah! I'm loving it. Third line shows up for us now. Couturier and Gallagher. All right, our depth is showing up, and the best thing about the simulation is when you get goals early in the first period. Oh, yes, I love it. And we're out shooting them 18-7. Beautiful. All right, boys, I'm not even going to give you any advice. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Second period. Oh, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. We got 2. They got 1, but we still extended our lead, all right? Reed Boucher and Boris Konechev. Power play goal. Regier had a power play goal for them, and now we have a 3. Last game we had a 4-goal lead. We only have a 3-goal lead this game. I like Ernest Chiarelli, but offense, you just keep it up, though. Keep it up. We can keep on pouring on the pressure. That's it, Mangiapane. Yeah, Mangie. All right, boys. There's no more fooling around, all right? The Western Conference is clearly the better conference in the NHL. Maybe that's why we've had trouble. But now that we're up against an Eastern Conference team that's not the Tampa Bay Lightning with Joe Pavelski and Steven Stamkos, we can whoop their asses. Couturier from Gallagher from Couturier and Reichel, Boucher from Mangiapane and DeCall, Konechev from Reed Boucher and Hamilton, Mangiapane from DeCall. So DeCall, another 2 points. Our captain, McFarland, only 1 point so far in the playoffs. But you know what? He's leading the team. With McFarland as the captain, we are 2-0, and our goals for is 10-2. Our goal differential, right? So it's working. It's working fine right now for us. Oh my God. All right. We could take a stranglehold around this. This would be a perfect way to win this. All right. If we can sweep them, I don't want to jinx it, but it would just be a perfect way to shut the owners up. You know, look at the damn team I've built. We got a sweep in the Stanley Cup Finals after 2 President's Trophies. Let's go, boys. I'm getting pumped up now. Let's go. Let's go on the road, Carolina. I don't care if they're got home ice advantage. All right. We're going to show up and we're going to teach them who the best team is. is. Here we go. First period. Oh, okay. You know what? That's got to be a success for the Carolina Hurricanes. Finally, a period where they are tied still after the first, right? So, come on now, San Jose. I need a goal. I need a lead for Ernest Chiarelli. He's played great for the last 5 years. It's time for you guys to show up for him. Second period. Oh! All right, so they really got to Ernest Chiarelli in that one. Scored 3 goals in 1 period. But the good news is that Mantha and Honka got a goal each. So we're only down by 1. I believe in our team. We can definitely have a third period come back down by 1. So, boys, just start shooting the puck. All right, they get their goalie's 82 overall. Put the puck on the net. Make him make the save. Don't miss the net. Ah, Regeer, there it is. There's their first line center, probably their captain, their future captain for damn sure. He steps up in a big way and, yeah, gets that. All right, we got a series. We got a series. It's not going to be as quick as I thought. Regeer steps out big time for them in the third period. Ernest Chiarelli had a little bit of a bad game, but you know what, Ernest? Don't worry about it, baby. You're more than due a bad game there. And it wasn't even that bad of a game. It was one bad period, the second period there. That's why we need the first period goals, though. We need the lead so we can play our style. All right, so 2-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals for the San Jose Sharks. Boys, this, I don't want to say it's a must-win, but there's no way they can tie this series up 2-2, all right? We're the better team. I don't care if we're on the road. Let's go. McFarland, I named you captain, son. All right, you want to be hoisting that Stanley Cup over your head, the first one to touch it? All right, it's time for you to step up. Oh, God, we got to skip it. First period. Oh, okay. So another game where the San Jose Sharks don't get a goal in the first period. Carolina Hurricanes outshooting them 12-6. Double. Not looking good, boys. Not looking good whatsoever. Come on now. Second period. Oh, my God. All right, so the goalies are showing up. Ernest Chiarelli, at least, is making up for that last game. But offense, man. McFarland, Captain McFarland. Where are you? Maybe I should have given the captaincy to somebody else. I don't want to think like that, but you gotta show up, man. Let's go, buddy. Power play. Oh, my God. Come on, somebody. The 10-minute mark. I could use a goal. Power play for penalty kill. Oh, good job. 5 minutes left. Is this going to be 0-0? 1. Oh, my God. All right, so we're in overtime. Both goaltenders are playing great. Not a lot of shots on the net. Maybe it's a little bit of a tight defensive game, but still, Ernest Chiarelli, boys, he's played more than good enough to win this game. All right, offense, I need a goal. Going back to the last game, we only had 1 goal the whole last game. We've gone, 6 periods now, only scored 1 goal. The first 2 games, we had 10. Where's the offense? Let's go, McFarland. I'm calling you out, Captain. Let's go. Motivational speech. It never works out. Maybe this time, penalty kill. Oh, come on. Power play. Power. Oh, penalty kill. No. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2. McFarland. No, okay. Hang on, boys. Hang on. So we're going to a second overtime. 7 periods straight now for the San Jose Sharks. Only 1 goal for, boys. Holy crap. The shots are apiece now, 34-34. So, I mean, the goalies have had a great performance. This game could go either way. Come on, boys. Ernest Chiarelli's played great. Let's go, McFarland. I'm calling you out, Captain. I'm calling out the captain. Where is he? Power play. Konechev. Yeah! Fucking A, baby. Great job, Konechev. Oh, yes. I needed that goal from the point. And the San Jose Sharks take a commanding 3-1 series lead in a tight one. DeKonecha from DeCall. Beautiful. Oh, DeCall. He's angry. Let's see what those penalties were in the overtime period. Who was it? High sticking for Demers. You goofball, McGundy. Somebody was bleeding for sure. All right, so a 3-1 series lead. Look at that. Ernest Chiarelli, man, he's a beast. He plays like Lundqvist, you know. He has a bad game, then he comes back with a 5-period shutout. Holy crap. Good job, Ernest Chiarelli. All right, here we go, boys. Back in San Jose. The Stanley Cup is officially in the building. We have the chance to win it. We have 3 chances to win it, but I don't want to think like that. We have a chance to win it on home ice, to satisfy our fans who have been waiting for this moment for like 30 years, 20 years, whatever, however long it's been. All right, so let's go. Let's freaking go. Who's going to show up? McFarland, our captain's been very silent. I don't like it, but you know what? He's got to do what he's got to do. So here we go. First period. Yeah! So Eric Stahl, maybe that, Stahl's probably their captain right now. Regeer will be their captain. Reed Boucher and Brendan Gallagher. So the first and third line, our McFarland line still not showing up. But you know what? It's okay. We have the depth. I'm just going to go a real-time simulation now with the Stanley Cup on the line. Here we go. Come on, boys. Power play. Oh, I could use another goal for Ernest Chiarelli. The Big E deserves that Conn Smythe. You know he's going to get it. Come on, boys. Get to that. For fuck. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh my god, I shouldn't have sent Conn Smythe. Oh no. Alright, so a 2-2 game. Game 5. Yeah, Stanley Cup's on the line, boys. Who's gonna be the freaking hero? McFarland, man. If you're waiting for the right time to show up, it's now. Third period, alright? So let's go, boys. Home ice advantage. Stanley Cup in the building. Which one of the San Jose Sharks are going to step up? Or are they going to crumble under the pressure? They have the chance. Power play. It's late. Anytime. Yeah! Reed Boucher! He scores with 9 seconds left. And the San Jose Sharks win the Stanley Cup. Reed Boucher! Yes! Yeah! Fuck you, owners. Fuck you. I built the perfect team. Back-to-back President's trophies, and finally, finally, a Stanley Cup. Reed fucking Boucher. Oh, 9 seconds left. The crowd must have gone insane, boys. They must have gone absolutely crazy. He had a 2-goal performance, and look at that, boys. He may have only gotten 2 points in the entire playoffs, but Anthony McFarland set up Reed Boucher for that final shot. All right, he could have taken the shot himself, but he decided to pass it, and Reed Boucher buried it. He freaking buried it! Oh my god, 10th goal of the playoffs for Boucher and 11th. Woo! We did it, boys! Stanley Cup champions, your San Jose Sharks. Finally! 10 years in, 9 years of failure. It never feels so good after all that. Alright, the taller the mountain, the sweeter the victory. Oh my god. Get the booze out right now, man. Let the party begin. All these youngins, man, they're going to have horrible ring rust. They're going to have horrible hockey rust come next year with all the partying they're going to do. Only one team can be the champion this year. It's the San Jose Sharks. I'm so proud of what you achieved this year, and so are all of the fans. Amazing job this year. You did great. You're damn right, owners. Oh, and our AHL team won as well. The Worcester Sharks, or Worcester Sharks, 54-19-3. Holy crap. What was the record? Oh, what the hell? What? They swept the first 3 rounds? What beasts? Oh my god, this is what I mean by the future looks bright. Yeah, they went 16-2 in the playoffs, and our NHL team won the Stanley Cup. Owners, you were going to fire me? I've built a perfect roster, going down through the NHL team and the AHL team. Holy crap. So let's do a little bit of a wrap up here. Oh my god. Oh, player stats for the playoffs. I can't believe it. Thank God, I didn't need a Game 7 or a Game 6 or a close series, you know? It was nice just to destroy them. They did take it to a little bit of a deep overtime, those 2 games, but still, finally we got some overtime goals. So forwards, Mangiapane, look at that. That trade for Lupul, so you guys were right. You needed to get Lupul out of there. We brought in a point-per-game first liner who did not move to the second line when we made that change with DeCall and McFarland, right? But he, what a great playoff run he had. McFarland, our new captain, definitely quieted down in that Stanley Cup, but he got the Stanley Cup winning assist, and he showed up in rounds 2 and 3, all right? And you know what? He's a young player of the future. There you go, 23 years old. I think this guy was the right player to give the captaincy to. 20 points in 24 games played. DeCall, same thing. 20 points in 24 games played. So the only difference between these two is that I drafted McFarland and he's 3 years younger. That's the only reason I give him the captaincy, all right? DeCall they're both 1A and 1B, all right, for sure. We'll see what McFarland gets to when he's like 26 years old. He might be better. But right now, you know, you can't choose between them. Sometimes DeCall's better. Sometimes McFarland's better. Reed Boucher, though. Reed Boucher and Merrill, the trade for, I think it was Marlowe. That might have been the best trade I've ever made in any of my GM modes. The 2 players that really showed up big time for us. Reed Boucher, great. Pete Walton, only 1 goal, but 16 points, 15 assists. Anthony Mantha did good on that second line. Couturier, he actually showed up in that final. That's good. All right, all these guys down here, the depth. Everybody on the team had at least 5 points or more. All right, so everyone chipped in a little bit. Defensively, there it is. Merrill, look at that. He led our defensemen in points. Shattenkirk, Konetchev. All right, Morrison, 3 points. And I don't care. Conn Smythe winner right here, boys. The best goaltender in the world. The Big E, Ernest Chiarelli. 24 games played, 1.77 goals against average, 16-5-3, and a save percentage of 94.08 with 5 shutouts. I give him the captaincy. The best player on the San Jose Sharks right there. All right, boys, so there you go. I got nothing more to say. We've done it. We've climbed the mountain, and we've won it. All right, the San Jose Sharks are your official Stanley Cup champions. So there you go, San Jose. Have a good one on me, and stay safe tonight. Just remember that.